guess you've watched Charlton back. Have you been pleased with all the plaudits? Everybody was singing your praises.
Just don't get carried away with things like that. I haven't watched it all back, to be honest. No, I watched a few of the clips. But listen, it's only one win, and you only get 3 points for it. It doesn't matter who you win. Win against, pleasing that it was on the TV. Maybe teams will take a little bit more notice of us now, which mightn't be a good thing. But we've just got to focus on trying to win as many games as we can, and that's what has always been our remit every season, and nothing's changed. It was a good win, but the minute you start stepping back and smelling yourself and thinking that you've arrived, you'll very, very quickly plummet down to earth. So, we'll guard against that, and we've got players in there who, will guard against that themselves, and they'll keep everybody else in check. And as I said before, they are a great set of lads, and they'll work hard and try and get as many points as they can.
Did you have time to watch other games on League One over the weekend? Because there was quite a lot of focus on it.
Yeah, it was quite enjoyable. The results, you could say, couldn't have gone any better for us, really. But you don't want to get into a situation where you're hoping other teams do X, Y, Z, or we want to try and do what we can do and let that be enough.
And Papa John's Trophy now, Lincoln, top of the league. Are they still top of the league? Top of the league. A big game, really.
It is, yeah. And I've made no secret of the fact I want to get to Wembley. I want to get rid of that jinx that has pervaded that. I think we're one of the only two clubs who haven't played at Wembley in the league. So we'd like to get that off our backs, really. But it'll be a tough game. We know it's going to be a tough game, and we've got to gear ourselves up now for a lot of tough games in a short space of time.
Are you thinking about rejigging your squad just to give others a chance for this game?
Yeah, well, I've got to, because of people who've been cup-tied and injuries and suspension. So I've got no choice but to change my squad, or change my team, starting 11. So listen, whoever put in, they all know the jobs. We focus a lot on shape and training and patterns of play, and the players know what's expected of them. So whoever goes in to do them jobs should be aware of what their roles are.
Does it make it more exciting now that it's a knockout stage? You're going there on Tuesday night, and whichever team wins will get through.
Yeah, it is. And it's, I always like cup games. And this has been my lines, but it's not for me. I like the cup. I think a realistic chance to get to Wembley. We can earn a few bob along the way, which is always good for a club of our stature. But we'll be trying to win the game like we try and win every game.
Is it hard this season? Does it have the same appeal, even though you might not have the fans at Wembley if you do get there?
Football's exciting for me anyway. It's a pale imitation without the fans, I've got to admit. But we can only do what we can do, and we can only try and give it our best shot, and we will do.
Transfer news? Is there anybody incoming or outgoing at the moment?
I'm hoping to get one or two in before the end of the week, really, but time will tell on that. We're in negotiations with clubs.